Hello everybody, this is Mr. Rob and welcome back to another episode of the Oakland Athletics franchise here on MLB The Show 24, and today we're back with the Big League Club. But before I get into the games, I have one thing I have to address real quick, and that is that before I could play this next game against the Rangers, apparently MLB The Show corrupted my save file, so I lost the original Oakland Athletics franchise save file. Now that's kind of a bummer, but fortunately for us, we were early on in the season, so what I did is I just kind of simulated all the games, and I got the wins where we won, and I got the losses where we lost. So the scores aren't necessarily right, because that would have been almost impossible, but we still have the same record. The only downside is the stats are going to be off, and the standings for the other teams are also going to be off, but, you know, that's the only thing we can really do. I can only control what I can, and unfortunately, when a save file goes corrupted, there's not really much I can do. So I've learned my lesson, though. I have a save file and a backup just in case that happens again. So hopefully that will not happen. But we're just going to continue to move on. We're 4-6 playing against the Texas Rangers today, as they are the defending World Series champions, as the two-time All-Star Nathan Eovaldi will grace the mound, and Brent Rooker will be leading off today for the Oakland Athletics. If you're excited for this one, make sure you drop a like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content, as Rooker will pop up this one to center field to begin the day for out number 1. And we'll take a look at this Oakland Athletics squad. Here are the updated stats. One thing to note, Langoliers has not been getting started catchers because I let the CPU handle the lineup for the first few weeks of the season. For some reason, he was not the starting catcher. Also, Nick Allen has been starting at short instead of Darrell Hernandez, so there's just a couple of changes. Otherwise, it's kind of similar up and down the board. Ryan Noda up next. He will swing at strike number 3 for the first strikeout of the day. Then I bring up Zach Geloff hitting in the 3 spot today. He will draw the walk. So I'll put him on first for the left fielder, Seth Brown, who takes a splitter right up the middle for a base hit. And the Oakland Athletics potentially not done. Geloff's got some speed. He's going to stretch it all the way to the third. So now runners on the corners, 2 outs for Shea Langoliers, who likes the first pitch he sees. Drills this one to deep left center, but not deep enough. It'll be caught by Tavares to end the top of the first. On the mound for the A's will be Paul Blackburn, making his 3rd appearance of the year. He's been very good so far, a 1.46 ERA in his first 2 starts. Travis Jankowski will lead off for the Texas Rangers, only hitting 100 on the season. Texas underwhelming so far this year. They are 4-6. However, Jankowski will rip the first pitch he sees into right field for a base hit. I'll bring up the center fielder, Leody Tavares, who will be a hit-and-run opportunity, but unfortunately this one will hang a little bit too much in the air. And Lawrence Butler getting the start at center field today makes the grab. And we'll take a look at this Texas Rangers offense. Defending World Series champions, and they have not been hitting the ball very well. They're 12th in the American League in slugging. We'll see Corey Seager, followed by Adolis Garcia, Marcus Semien, Nathan Lau, Josh Jung, Ezekiel Duran, and Sam Huff to round out the order. But they need some of these bats to wake up. Corey Seager up next, 3-2 pitch to him. He chops this one over to Geloff at second, over to Allen, over to first, and that's a double play that'll end the bottom half of the frame. We'll stay with the Rangers' bottom 4 as Tavares back up at the plate, this time able to get a base hit into left field to lead off the inning. Corey Seager up next, 0-2 pitch, and he drives a sinker deep to center field. This one is out of here, no doubt about that one. Seager takes an 0-2 pitch and drives it over the wall. That pitch wasn't supposed to be anywhere near the zone. Blackburn missed, and the World Series MVP for the 2nd time in his career last year strikes first and makes him pay with a 2-run shot. Rangers take the lead. Adolis Garcia up next, full count pitch to him, and he rips this one to first. Nice play by Noda to knock it down, and he flips it to Blackburn for the first out. Good flash to the lever. Marcus Semien up next, who spent 6 years of his career in Oakland with us. He grounds out for out number 2. And then Nathan Lau up next gets jammed on a slider, but hits this one into right center, and it's going to get down 4 extra bases. Splits the gap, is the Gold Glove first baseman, and he has himself a 2-out double. Josh Jung up next, 2-0 pitch, grounded over to Toro, so Blackburn will get through the rest of the inning. The Rangers get 2 across. We'll go to top 5 with Oakland to see if they can counteract the offense from Texas in any way, as they'll start with a strikeout, as Toro couldn't check his swing. Lawrence Butler up next, 0 for 1 on the day, and he will swing through a low splitter. Nice pitch by Eovaldi, back-to-back Ks for him, and that'll bring up Nick Allen, hitting very good this year, 357, but he can't take a splitter into a base hit here. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Eovaldi. We'll stay with the A's top 7 now. Eovaldi's still in the game, and he gets Langeliers to strike out, locks him up on the curveball. It's the 11th K of the day for Eovaldi. Soderstrom up next. He hits this one down the left field line and fair, so a 1-out double for the Oakland DH, as he's been swinging a very good bat to begin the season. Abraham Toro up next, hanging curveball, but he just mashes it in the ground over there at first. It will move the runner to third. So he will go to the hot corner, and that'll do it for Nathan Eovaldi, who will be pulled, and they'll bring in Brock Burke for his 5th appearance of the season, tasked with stranding that runner on third base. As the lefty will face off against the lefty Butler. They want the matchup. 1-0 pitch. Slider popped up into left. This one's going to hang, and just enough space for Jankowski to make the grab. A's still scoreless through their 7. Trevor Gotts, the former New York Mets, will bring in relief for Oakland, making his 5th appearance of the season. Has yet to allow an earned run. After the 7th-inning stretch, Semien steps into the batter's box, and he'll begin the inning with a nice sliding grab by Noda over there at first. He'll step on the bag himself. Nathan Lau up next, 1-2 pitch to him. He pops up a fastball, skied, and Langeliers gets underneath it for out number 2. Josh Jung up next, 2-0 pitch, and he'll chop this one up the middle. Geloff, nice range, beautiful throw. He gets some. So a nice 1-2-3 inning for Trevor Gotts. Nick Allen up next, top 8, and he will lead off with a solo shot off Brock Burt. No doubt about that one. Burke hung up a slider across the middle, and Nick Allen makes him pay. No doubt shot here for Oakland. Holy Toledo indeed. 443 feet for Allen's first home run of the season. And just like that, this lead's been cut in half. Texas now up 2-1. That'll also do it for Brock Burke. The pull him in favor of David Robertson here in the 8th inning. The righty will step in and face the righty Brent Rooker. And he'll get him to look at a cutter low. Strike 3 on looking. Ryan Noda next, 0 for 3 on the day. He will make it 0 for 4. A knuckleball, a great pitch to hit. Just hasn't been able to put the ball in play as Ryan Noda this year. So now 2 down for Zach Geloff. He reaches down for a cutter and slaps this one into center field, but it will be caught by Tavares. But the Oakland Athletics do get 1. They'll bring in the lefty Scott Alexander in relief, making his 2nd appearance. First one he gave a better run in 2 innings. He is tasked with 1 down here in the bottom of the 8th, but Sam Huff sits this one to right center and out of here. Rangers waste no time getting that 1 run back as Sam Huff, his first homer of the season, a solo shot 435 into the opposite field gap. Very good power by the Rangers catcher. And they extend their lead back up to 2 as it's 3-1. Back to the top of the lineup now. Travis Jankowski up next up the middle. Allen ranges over, and he's safe. Jankowski beats out the throw. That'll bring up Leo Tavares, 0-1 pitch, and Jankowski's actually going to steal seconds, and he's going to do it safely. So the double play no longer in order. Later in the at-bat, Tavares, right side of the infield. A beautiful diving play by Geloff. That might have saved a run. Runner does move up to third, but now a base hit is needed to bring him home. It's Corey Seager, 1-2, chopper over to Allen, sets his feet across the diamond, gets some, and the Rangers will keep it 3-1. We'll turn it over to that man right there, Jose Leclerc, out of the bullpen for the 9th inning, tasked with shutting this one down. Seth Brown's up first. He chops this one over to short, and Brown will have himself an infield single, which means the tie run is now at the plate. Shea Langeliers, as he will look at strike 3. Changeup locks him up. That's out number 1. Soderstrom up next. Fastball inside. Gets jammed on it. Late coming around. And he'll fly this one to Jankowski in left, which means the game is down to its final outs. It'll be tasked with Abraham Toro, who's 0 for 3 on the day. 1-2 pitch to the third baseman. He gets locked up inside. Goes around. And the Rangers will win game 1 of this 3-game set by a final score of 3-1. They will improve to 5-6, and the Oakland Athletics will fall to 4-7 on the own season. Offense just not much there. The Rangers shut them down. 1 run on 5 hits for your A's, 3 runs on 6 for the Rangers. Eovaldi getting the win. Blackburn to Lawson. Leclerc already with his 5th save of the season. He's got the save in all 5 of the Rangers' wins. Player of the game goes to Nathan Eovaldi, 6 2/3, 11 Ks. Again, Athletics struck out 14 times in this game. Just a little too much. Game 2, we also dropped 4-1, as this time John Gray went 6 innings for Texas and struck out 6 batters, while only giving up 5 hits. And then we get swept as we lose the third game 11-0, as there were 7 runs scored in the 7th inning for Texas. Jonah Heim and Corey Seager did the most damage. So now we drop to 4-9 after getting swept by the Texas Rangers, but we return home to Oakland and Oakland Coliseum to play host to the 5-7 Washington Nationals, 2 teams that are expected to be in the bottoms of the respective leagues, as we could use a winning series here to get back on track. For the righty, Ross Stripling will grace the mound for Oakland, wearing their Kelly Greens at home. Oakland has just such beautiful jerseys, and I love that I get to play with them here in Oakland. C.J. Abrams leads off here for the Nationals. He'll sharply rip one over to second where Geloff has it. We'll take a look at this Nationals lineup. Next up, we'll see Stone Garrett. He is not leading all Nats with 204 average. Don't know where that stat came from. Joey Meneses is up next hitting 383, followed by Joey Gallo, Keibert Ruiz, Luis Garcia, Lane Thomas, Ildar Vargas, and Victor Robles. Here is Stone Garrett up next. That average probably going to go down a little bit more as he chops this one over to third. And a nice play to get him out at first. Here comes Joey Meneses up next, 383 average. He has a hit in all 12 of the Nationals games so far this year. Well, he'll draw a walk. Joey Gallo up next, 2-0 pitch to him, and he drives this one deep to left field. It bounces off the wall. Brown will field it as the runner Meneses will be sent home. Close play at the plate, and they get him. Beautiful cutoff throw by Geloff, guns him down, and we're scoreless after 1. Joanne Odon is on the mound here for the Nationals, making his 3rd appearance of the year. As the righty will begin again against Brent Rooker, getting tasked with the lead up. And the first pitch he sees, he ropes it to left, no doubt about it. The Athletics wasting no time in this one, jumping out in front. Yes, ambushing the younger righty for Washington, as 1 pitch has been seen, and it's a home run. Rooker's 4th home run already of the season. Our lone all-star representative picking up right where he left off last year. So a quick 1-0 lead now for Oakland, as here's a nice pitch again to hit. This time, though, Geloff is behind it. We'll take a look at Oakland's lineup. A little bit of shuffling. You can see Rooker, Geloff, followed by Brown and Langoliers will be the 1 through 4, followed by Soderstrom at 5th. Miguel Andujar getting the start at first base today. He's hitting 343. Butler hitting 300, getting another start in center, followed by Toro and Allen. So Seth Brown hitting in the 3rd spot today. Gets a nice curveball to hit, but he just mashes it into the ground. Adon dodged a bullet there. Langoliers up next. This time can't connect on the curveball. He will strike out, but the A's get 1 here in the 1st. We'll go top 4 now with the Nationals. Joey Gallo back up at the plate, and he'll look at a pitch that I thought was strike 3, but instead is ball 4. That'll bring up Keibert Ruiz, hitting 231 on the campaign. He draws a full count as well, but this time he'll leave no doubts. Chopper through the right side of the infield puts the first 2 batters on here for Washington. That'll bring up Luis Garcia up next. 3-1 pitch to him, and this time it's ball 4. And I'll agree with that one. The bases loaded here for the Nationals. A big spot here for Lane Thomas, who did single back in the 2nd. He could bust this game wide open. Pause. Hot corner shot to Toro, who nabs it. Great play over there by Abraham Toro. Runners do not move. Vargas up next, chops it over to Toro. He's going to go home, going to go to first, and that's a double play. The Nationals have bases loaded with nobody outs, and they score nothing. Great defense by Oakland keeps this a 1-0 game, as Geloff will lead the bottom of the 4th with a single into left. Just kind of pokes that one down the line. Seth Brown up next is climbing the ladder and can't connect on the fastball. Another K there for Adon, his 3rd of the day. That'll bring up Shea Langoliers, who just K'd back in the 1st. 2-2 pitch to the catcher. He swings and misses again. Can't touch that circle change from Adon today. How about Tyler Soderstrom? He lined out back in the 2nd. First pitch he sees. He's going to rip this one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. And the inning not over yet. 2 on, 2 down now for Miguel Andujar, who the first pitch he sees drives a curveball to deep left center. Go ball go, and it hits off the top of the wall. Now it was 2 outs, so the runners are moving, and that's going to be a bases clearing double for Andujar. as they take a 3-0 lead thanks to the pure speed of Geloff. Next batter, Butler perfectly times this one right to the shortstop. But 3-0 lead here for now, Oakland. Luis Medina will actually come in the fifth inning, as it'll only be a fourth and a third day for Stripling, so he'll get the no decision. Medina tasked with keeping this one a lead as he gets the first batter that he sees to pop out. So now 2 down for Stone Garrett. First pitch swinging. He's going to hit this one into the right center gap, and that's going to get down. Stone Garrett's got some wheels, so he'll get to second base with ease for a 2-out double for the Nats. That will be his third double of the season. Joey Meneses up next. First pitch swinging as well. Rooker late to react, but he gets there in time and is still scoreless for the Nats. Bottom 6 now with Oakland's offense. Geloff back of the dish as he slaps this one into right field for a leadoff single. And Adon was given a short leash going into the 6th, and that'll do it for him. The manager is out to pull him. Instead, we'll see Richard Blyer, the former Boston Red Sox, come in relief. 3 innings pitched, 3 earned runs given up for the lefty. He has the runner on first. Nobody out for Seth Brown, who skies a sinker into center field. That ball's hit about a mile in the air. And it'll be caught out there by Robles for a long out number 1. Next up, Shea Langoliers, 2 Ks today. Not going to go K it again. Cutter drilled into the left center gap, and Geloff's got some speed, so this could be trouble. He's rounding third. He's going to get home with ease, and that's an RBI double for Shea Langoliers. Oakland extends their lead now 4-0. Still only 1 down. Tyler Soderstrom up next. Chops this one through the right side of the infield for a base hit. Langoliers got some wheels. He's going to be waved home, and the throw is not in time and offline. Oakland now leads 5-0 over the Washington Nationals. Next batter on Duhar will swing and miss through a high cutter, so that'll be the second out of the inning. And that'll bring up Lawrence Butler. 0 for 2 on the day. Lines out and ground outs. And he will do the final one. Strikeouts. But the Athletics now lead 5-0 thanks to their offense waking up today. Scott Alexander comes in out of the pen, the former Milwaukee Brewer, making his 4th appearance of the season. He'll start with the top of the lineup here in the top of the 7th as Abrams will pop up into left field. Nice out number 1. Stone Garrett up next, 2 hits on the day. He hits this one into right field. Is curving foul. Rooker is over and he makes a great play. Swan dive defense from the right fielder. Beautiful play to get the second out of the inning. And then Meneses up next, who has yet to get a hit today. Hits this one to right field. That's a much easier play for Rooker, and Alexander goes 1, 2, 3. Jake Irvin comes in relief, already pitching 16 2/3 innings so far this season. His first batter in the bottom of the 7th will be Toro, as he can't connect on that inside slurve. Nick Allen up next. First pitch swing and slaps this one in the right field. That's going to get down. Another base hit here for Oakland. And Allen's got some speed. He's going to try to stretch this one to 2, and he does. So a 1-out double for the Oakland shortstop. He's played really well since being given that spot. Rooker up next. First pitch swinging as well. He hits this one to right field. This time it will be caught by Garrett, but it is enough to tag the runner to third. How about Zach Geloff, 2 for 3 on the day. Fastball, about the same result, flies it into right field. That will end the 7th. We'll go into the 9th inning here with Zach Jackson. Not a save opportunity, but he'll be called to shut this one down. There's already 1 out in the 9th, a runner on first, and he gets Robles to swing and miss, which means the Nationals are down, so their final outs is C.J. Abrams. Hitless so far in his 4 trips. 1-0 pitch to him. And he's going to ground this one over to Geloff at second. Has to set his feet, but Abrams with a nice job beating that one out at first. Great hustle play there to get a base hit. Keeps the game alive for Stone Garrett, who takes a 3-2 fastball into right field. And that will end the game. The Athletics win by a final score of 5-0. We get our first win in a game that we've played so far this season. As a great all-around win here for Oakland. The pitching was great, shutting out the Nationals' offense while getting 5 runs of their own. Nationals did have more hits than we did with 10, but none of those resulted in a run. Medina gets the win thanks to Stripling not going 5 innings, while Adon will get the loss. Medina also gets player of the game. I don't know if he necessarily deserved it. He only pitched an inning and 2/3. It was a good inning and 2/3, but I don't know if it was enough for player of the game, but we'll take it. We win the next game by an exciting 1-0. As yes, Hogan Harris, though, pitched 7 innings pitched with only 3 hits given up, so a nice win there for him. We do drop the third game, though, 8-3, as this time Lane Thomas hit 2 home runs against us and 5 RBIs and carry the Nationals to a win. And that'll bring it to the end of this one, where next episode we'll stay at home to face the St. Louis Cardinals before returning to the road for a long road trip starting off in Cleveland. That's going to do it for this one. Hope you guys have enjoyed this series so far. I've been loving playing these games. If you've enjoyed, make sure you drop that like and you subscribe down below, especially if you want more franchise content. This is Mr. Rob, and I'll see you in the next one.